Hello everyone, how are you doing? I hope you're doing really well. Happy Monday! Hope you had a great weekend. My name is Diane and this is Madam Butterfly Tarot, and this is a little reading for Monday the 13th of March, but you know, it's timeless. So pile number 1 is the Moonstone here. Pile number 2 is the red jasper, and number 3 is the amethyst. And this is a big old chunk of obsidian, for anybody wondering, which is really good for grounding your energy, cleansing negative energy, protection from negative energy, and working with the root chakra. I just fancied having it here because I just really like it. Like, it's all shiny. Look at the shiny. So yeah, I will just give you a second without me talking so you can choose your pile. Okay, so move these guys out of the way. Okay, pile number 1, you are the Moonstone. So you guys have the, oh wait, hold on. I moved my camera and now I can't see. You have the 9 of Swords. Okay. Your worry is unnecessary. Focus your thoughts on the outcome you desire. Release feelings of regret, guilt, or worry to your angels. So you might be going through a bit of a bad patch at the moment, pile number 1. Maybe you're feeling very anxious. Maybe you have a lot to stress about. Or there's like a thing in particular, or there's lots of things in particular that are stressing you out. Sleepless nights, this kind of thing. Oh, I thought I only had 2 for this pile. Okay. That one was kind of stuck. Okay, I don't know. You have 3. Okay, you have valiant courage. Take action with passion. You have transformation. A fresh new way of living emerges. And you have great adventure. Take a risk. Venture forward. And you have the 8 of Cups. Okay, so this pile, I kind of feel like you're on the verge of like a transformation. You're undergoing some kind of huge transformation, and because of that, everything feels very up in the air. You're actually doing really well. Okay, it might not feel like you are, because like I said, everything might be feeling very up in the air, because for some reason that's how it happens when you go through these big transformations. Like, it feels like everything's going wrong. It's not though, okay? And it doesn't feel very good for your 3D real world self to undergo these like huge changes, but they're saying try to focus, like, instead of worrying, which I know is a lot to ask, and sometimes I think they forget that we're just little humans down here. And we do worry and things seem very stressful to us, but instead of worrying, try to focus your thoughts on like the outcome you desire. Like, release feelings of regret, guilt, or worry to your angels. I'm just gonna turn that music down. Hold on. Sorry, pile 1. I don't know if you could hear that. Hopefully it wasn't too irritating for you, but yeah. Like, if you can just give your worry to the angels kind of thing, and also maybe try to ground your energy, will be helpful. Which, if you don't know what that means, I literally just did a video on it on my other channel, how to train your caterpillar. So if you want to know more about that, you can check that out. Because see, with the 8 of Cups here, I feel like you're on a mission, okay? The 8 of Cups usually means leaving something behind as well. So you might be leaving something behind. Or it could just be like a way of living, basically like your old life, because you're going on an adventure. Like, this is who you're becoming. You see this little dude in the front? You're like the captain, or I know it's a Viking ship, so he wouldn't be called the captain, but I don't know what Vikings called their captains. So I'm just gonna call him a captain. You're like this little captain dude. You know, you're really stepping into your power is kind of what I feel. Because this is a phoenix, or I always take it to be a phoenix. You know, like a phoenix emerging from the ashes. I feel like that's what's happening here for you. But see, with the 8 of Cups, it can feel a bit scary because you're kind of, like with the moon, you're taking this new path and you're not really sure where it's going, and you can't really see properly because it's by the moon, you know, and it's a bit scary because you're like, oh, I feel like I'm supposed to go this way, but I don't really know, and like no one's here with me on the journey and I'm scared. But this is just a message from Spirit to let you know you are in the middle of a huge transformation. That's why everything feels so up in the air and so scary, but you are exactly where you're supposed to be. So, you know, try not to worry as much as you can. Just try to, you know, there's that old phrase, start where you are, do what you can and use what you have, because you can't do any more than that, right? And take it from a professional warrior. Worrying doesn't change anything. You also have this Knight of Wands kind of energy, valiant courage. I'm kind of picking up some of you might have a fire sign coming towards you, and like that card was kind of stuck to the back of the transformation card. So they might kind of take you by surprise. Like for some of you, this person might be coming back. Okay, it's kind of what I'm picking up. Okay, so that is your message, pile number 1. I hope you found it useful, and you know, I'm sending you lots of love and light for whatever it is you're going through. And yeah, have a wonderful day, pile number 1. Love and light. Pile number 2, you guys had the red jasper. You have, ooh, the 7 of Swords. You see in this deck, it's like there's 2 pathways, right? And this little guy is trying to get up this kind of blocked off, dark, terrifying, like horror movie pathway, right? And Archangel Michael's going, no, look here. We made this other path. Look how nice, look, see how shiny it is. Like there's sunshine and there's grass and shit and trees and like rabbits running around. Like, why are you trying to get up the dark path? Like, no, baby, no. There is a better course of action. I'm just reading the card now. There is a better course of action available to you. Working alone may not be the best answer. Review all the details. You have uncovering treasure. Beneath the surface lies great bounty. Okay, just before I pull the other cards, I can say for this pile, the 7 of Swords is a pile of like, sorry, it's a card of karmic lessons. I feel, especially because you have the red jasper, which is always, I associate it with the warrior stone. So this pile, you may have been through a lot, like a lot of karmic lessons, okay? But the reason it happened was so that you could uncover some kind of treasure that was bubbling just under the surface of you. Sometimes shit happens so that shift happens. And it's like, sometimes there's a layer on top of us that we have to peel away, the ego. And we have to peel it away till we get to the true self, which is this treasure. So I don't know what lessons you've been learning. Let's see. You have impasse. Reflect and redirect your energy. See, that's very similar to this card. It's like they're trying to get you to go a different way. Or you've hit a wall or something. You have the King of Swords. You have the Empress, and you have the Strength card. There's something that you're going through at the moment. You may have been attracted to pile number 1 as well. There's something that you're going through at the moment. And it's designed to toughen you the F up, basically, is what I'm picking up here. Like the King of Swords is someone tough, okay? They're trying to get you to, well, they already have. It's already happening, okay? Just go with it because it's already happening. you're turning into this Empress, and it's like there was always this like lion inside you, this Empress, male or female. There was always this Empress, or if you want to be an emperor, you be an emperor. But there was always this like really like regal, like amazing figure inside you, but it was like buried on top of people pleasing and fear of what other people think, and like people telling you weren't good enough, or this, all this kind of stuff. Enough of that. It's time for you to be this King of Swords, okay? Still be gentle, still be loving, but there's a difference between being loving and being compassionate and being a fucking doormat, okay? Basically, like, you have to have a combination of that, because otherwise people are just gonna walk all over you, you know? And I feel like that's what's coming out here. Like, whatever this is, you've been getting a lot of inner strength from it. That's what they're trying to get you. That's what's been happening here. And it's also something to do with your abundance, because I feel like this pile, like in the future, you have money coming, and it's like if you had to almost learn how to protect it, because I feel like this is a pile, and I'm not throwing shade, I'm very like this myself, or I was. I've worked on it a lot. You know, kind of people pleasing and not wanting to like speak up for yourself and piss people off. Why? Like, why weren't you wanting to do that? You have just as much right to speak up and take up space and be seen as the people that tell you you don't. In fact, I would go so far as to say you have more right than they do, because the people that say that kind of stuff usually have nothing interesting or useful to contribute. There, I've said it. So I feel like that's what this is. And there's something about an impasse as well. Sorry, pile 2. I actually stopped the video for a second there just to have a look at the, like, just to sit with the energy of the cards. This impasse, you've hit some kind of wall, right? And it's like there's nothing else for you to do but to turn into this Empress, like to become this King of Swords. I don't know what's going on in your life, and I don't know what that exactly would be, but it's like some kind of situation has happened, or you're dealing with something, and it's forcing you to be tough, to be really tough, and to start standing up for yourself against people. Like you're like having to. That's what it feels like to me. Because I feel like you've been in this dark path, you know, where you've just been like not in your full power and letting people walk all over you, and spirits are like, you know what, enough of that. That's enough of that. Because you know what, like I'm gonna say again, those types of people that are doing that, those are the broken people. Like, you're the light worker, you're the person that came here to heal those kind of people. You shouldn't be taking shit from them. Like, they're the broken idiots that don't know what they're doing. Do you know what I mean? So like, don't let them, that's what Spirit wants. Like, you know, like I said, maintain your compassion and stuff, but it's like you've been learning. I feel like this might be, I don't know, maybe you've been wondering why something has been happening. This is why. Because they want you in this like badass Empress energy where you're still loving, you're still compassionate, but people see your boundaries and they do not walk all over them, and you stand up for yourself and you speak up for yourself when you have to. You know what I mean? Because it is your right to be seen, it is your right to be heard, and it is your right to take up space. So that is your message, pile 2. I hope it was a useful message. Thank you so much for watching. Good luck with whatever it is that's going on in your life. And as always, I wish you many blessings, love and light. Pile number 3, you have the Amethyst. So you guys have, oh, the 8 of Cups. Maybe you were attracted to pile number 1. There is something better waiting for you. Do know Do what you know is right for you, a spiritual quest. Interesting. You have protected by angels. You are cherished by angels, by the angels. You also have the Amethyst, which is connected to like the third eye and the crown chakra. So you might be getting a lot of downloads at the moment. Discovering truth. You stand in the light of truth. Crossing bridges. It's time for healing, connecting, mending and releasing. The 10 of Wands, the 7 of Wands, the Tower, the 8 of Wands, the 7 of Swords, and the King of Pentacles. Okay. You may have been attracted to what pile 1 and 2. I feel you're going through some kind of tower. Pile number 3. And basically this tower is going to lead you to abundance in your future, okay? You're learning to stand up for yourself. And with the 7 of Swords, this is literally one of the karmic lessons that you have come here to learn, is to stand up for yourself, to speak up for yourself. There's a lot of shit you have been carrying from the past, like with the 10 of Wands, and with the 8 of Wands, you're freeing yourself from it. See, with the 8 of Cups, that's what you're walking away from. And I also feel it's like leading you towards a new path. The 8 of Cups actually talks about a path of destiny, something that you are supposed to be doing, a path you're meant to be on. And I find it interesting that it's sitting right next to that Amethyst, because like I said, the Amethyst is, you know, related to the crown chakra, which is like where your messages from your angels come in, and your third eye, which is the seat of your intuition. They want you to know, okay, because you might not be used to standing up for yourself, and you might be like, oh my god, is this right? Am I doing a bad thing? No, you're not. Okay? No, you're not. It's one of your life lessons to learn this. Like with the 10 of Wands, you may have brought this shit in from a past life or something you learned early on, but your angels are like standing beside you being like, yes, come on, do this, like stand up for yourself. Because I feel strongly that you have like King of Pentacles in your future, like some kind of abundance is your birthright, like something that you're working towards, like money, like not necessarily status, but like you're going to be very secure, you know what I mean? Like money, abundance, possibly like leading something or like owning a business or something like that. I feel like whatever's going on with you at the moment is a tower moment for you. Sorry, pile 3. I actually stopped the video just to sit with the energy of the cards for a minute. See, with this, I feel like this is your healing, okay? This is an aspect of yourself that you've needed to heal. Like I said, it may have been from childhood. It may be from past lives is the thing. We often bring this stuff through from past lives because this is all about healing. Interesting that in both of these cards, they're walking that way, because this card, you see how the people in the background, they're like, oh, you should go this way. This way, that's the way that everyone goes. You should go this way. Yeah, that way leads to town. That's where the butchers and the bakers and the candlestick makers, yes, we should go that way. But this little guy is you, and this little guy's going, I'm not doing that. I'm going this way. There's more interesting stuff over this way. Because it's like you finally realize, like, I'm not supposed to be one of the crowd. I'm not supposed to try to fit in with basic bitches who are mean to me and judge me. You know, you have a different path, basically, because you might have spent your whole life sort of, you very well may have been attracted to pile 1. Like you may have spent your life kind of being a people pleaser and like trying to fit in and like shrinking yourself so that others weren't threatened. You know what I mean? Like trying to fit in. But you know what they often say is like, if you're not if you feel like you don't fit in here, it's because you're here to build a new reality. You're one of the light workers that's here to build a new world. That's why you don't fit in. So you're not supposed to be, you know, with the, you know, with the crowd. You're supposed to be like, you know, doing your own thing. And I feel like that's what you've realized. And look how happy you are just going across your little bridge on your own path. You're like, okay, bye. Like I have my little, because it's like the hermit, right, with the little lamp. She's like, okay, bye. Like I'm going off on my own little path. And I think it's going to be very healing for you. So it might feel like a lot of, I don't know, it might feel very uncomfortable at the moment what's going on, but just know that you're going through a huge awakening and a huge transition, and it's meant to be happening. It's all about you standing up for yourself, and you should know that you have the backing of your angels. Okay, pile 3. So that is your message. I hope you found it useful. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I wish you many blessings, love and light. Take care.